game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Ritter now on 2nd down. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Jaguars are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. And I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
A man coming off an 1,100-yard campaign last year. Here's Travis Etienne. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 in 2nd down. You talk about this Falcon defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy?
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Hooked up by Jesse Bates. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Powering his way forward. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think...
Oh, another ball up for grabs here, and this one is intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking for Dotson. He's got him. Touchdown, Falcons. Jahan Dotson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 3.
Here's 3rd and 3. Now Willis on 3rd down. A hit as as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Back to throw, Ritter. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it's 3rd and short.
You look at this Jaguar defense.
They're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
Set, ready, ball ready.
Ritter with it after the play fake. Complete, it's Dotson. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 36 yards on the play. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw it here, Ritter. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. Touchdown, Falcons! Noah Fant, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. They'll let Robinson try and run, and he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the 1st as they kick this one away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
On 1st down, right back to Etienne. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd down and 6 now. On the counter, Etienne. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Willis looking to throw it.
Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Jaguars are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Ritter back to throw.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Off the play fake, it's Ritter. This pass hauled in by Dotson.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 24-yard line.
On the set. Six. Mega. Ready?
Here's Ritter.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown.
Jahan Dotson
with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Falcons take a 3-touchdown lead.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10. Willis now off of play action.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, 54 yards. And the Jaguars are able to cut into that deficit. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Ritter throwing on third down. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Ritter. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10.
Watch it, sit, blue striker. Black shot. Red, yellow. Red.
Out of the gun, here's Ritter. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Ritter here on 3rd and 2. That is caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Going play action, Ritter. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Second down throw coming for Ritter. This is Fant on the short completion. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To the air again. It's Ritter. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Ritter on the 4th down try. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still... Willis throws another interception, his third of the game.
Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Ritter off the play fake.
Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Now 2nd and 3. Second down and a run by Robinson.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Ritter, he wants to change the play here. Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 2 yards is the pickup, and that leads to an Atlanta first down.
Ritter.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons.
Jahan Dotson
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Coup for the extra point.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
Young Wei Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Intercepted. The Falcons take over first and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Come on, set. Red, cycle.
On play action, here's Ritter. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jags are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Now this one complete downfield. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right. And as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They need 12 here. It's third down. Third down, it's Willis. He'll get that underneath Etienne. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the first. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a fourth down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So they give it up just on their side of midfield. And, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them, because they're really outside of field goal range now, all right, the opposite team. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt and you're pinned down a little bit, but must have thought it was an okay spot to go for it and decided to be aggressive.
Dotson in motion right. First down. Here's Ritter.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Now Ritter to throw on first down.
This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson.
And they have a first down and well into field goal range also at the 16 now. Ritter on 1st and 10.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, I would guess it combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
Willis looking to throw on first down.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting more pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done. And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 3rd down, it's Willis. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
17.
Off the play fake, it's Ritter. And this will be incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Striker, 3-3. Blue striker.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's taken in by the tight end Phil. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
Let's go.
27-yard line.
Red, yellow.
Ritter with it after the play fake. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Jags are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Play fake. Here's Willis. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Come on, come on.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down. From the gun, here's Willis. Sheds him off at the 45. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Willis. That is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Willis looks to pass it here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to the ground with Etienne.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
108 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. And they'll go again with Etienne.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Play action, Willis.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, you could almost see his eyes light up defensively. I mean, as a linebacker, that's about as quick as you can get to a quarterback.
So what did your 3rd grade teacher teach you about straight lines, right? As soon as you have those, you take full advantage of them. He found a gap in the offensive line, got to the quarterback, and put him on the deck.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 19. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys...
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10 to throw. Here's Willis.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Jaguars go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. CD, you know, anytime they get close to the red zone, he is such a threat, and there he is again already, his 2nd touchdown of the ball game.
And I know it's probably a little bit of a failing on my part, but you know I watch a game through defensive eyes, and I don't understand what the coverage was doing there. When he headed out deep, they should have adjusted and flowed towards him. Instead, they left him out there and gave him a chance to make a big play. And, of course, he did exactly that. His size, speed, and versatility makes him a top target in any game.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now?
So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Back to throw, Ritter. They'll fire one downfield for Fant. They've got his man complete. It's a big play there for Atlanta. And even 40 yards. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Going play action. Ritter. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
It's not a bad idea, not at all. You've got a bunch of defenders reeling a little bit back on their heels after just giving up a big play. You take another shot and hope to complete it. In this case, though, it falls incomplete.
To the air again, it's Ritter. This is Fant on the short completion. Well, hang on now, we're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The offense on 3rd down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Ritter going to change it up. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Ritter cannot escape, and they bring him down. Josh Allen with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
4 seasons in the league, and even with the addition of the #1 overall pick to his defense last year, Allen remained the face of the Jaguars' pass rush. Again, led his team with 7 sacks and a career-high 4 forced fumbles.
And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Meanwhile, Willis' throw taken in by Ridley here. It'll be a gain of 5. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Willis looking to throw it. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Richie Grant. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Dotson in motion right. On 1st down, Ritter. Complete, it's Dotson. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Robinson, he'll try the left side. And he is into the end zone for the Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Second down, here's Willis.
Escapes the sack, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And that one almost intercepted. Boy, he's got 2 already, nearly a 3rd, but not to be, and it's 4th down. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against the defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Now Ritter going to change up the look.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. This is the tight end fan. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Robinson will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Makes the score Falcons 49, Jaguars 28.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. They call his number.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is. Willis wants to pass it again.
And his throw is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Again to throw, Willis on 2nd down.
He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at triple zeros. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Darren Hall.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Koo now for the point after.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Falcons 56, Jaguars 28.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there for Jacksonville, and a 1st down as well.
Here's Willis.
And now here is another interception.
Picked up by Richie Grant.
And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Intercepted. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ready?
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Koo for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Falcons 63, Jaguars 28.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance.